What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Waterboy Podcast. Today is episode 345, and we are in a World Series dogfight, a slugfest. Every stereotypical like sports matchup heavyweight term you could think of, throw them all in right here. That's what we're in right now. This is just a fascinating baseball series as it currently stands and how it's shaping out. It's one team punches, the other team counters, just going back and forth. And we are tied up 2-2. Recording that, you guys will be hearing this after game 5. Ever and I, we are recording about a bit before kickoff. First pitch.
Wow.
Little
Didn't
bit
know they
before
did that in baseball.
Yeah. Well, some rule changes. Rob Manfred's trying to grow the game, so we're adding like field goals in. He's trying to get some touchdowns in there to get the kids involved. But on a serious note, this is a fascinating baseball series. We had tied for the longest game in World Series history. I don't know if it's postseason history. I know World Series history.
It might also be postseason.
I would guess, like, to go 18 in it, to play 2 baseball games in one day. Yeah, that doesn't happen very often. That doesn't happen very often at all. But we've kind of like seen it all in this series. Everything has happened. We've seen pitcher duels. We've seen both starters get shelled, early bullpens. We've seen both bullpens lock it down and also get blown up in other games. So we've seen it all. There's not much consistency.
There's quite literally no consistency.
The only consistency game to game is Alejandro Kirk is an axe murderer. Every single night he's getting multiple hits, no matter what. That dude's Alejandro Kirk is ridiculous. It's really ridiculous, really. But heading into this next matchup, game 5, Snell on the bump today. You guys already know the results of this. I'm going to quickly give my predictions right now. I've read the script. Rob Manfred, he accidentally had me on an email chain, accidentally CC'd me on the World Series script. So I know what's going to happen. Everett, if you're listening right now, you'll be aware, but the Dodgers lost last night. Both while we're recording, talking about it right now, but also while you're hearing, they lost Wednesday night. Snell kind of blew it again. And we are currently, well, by the time you're hearing this could be early in the morning, but let's pretend we're now 24 hours.
You know what? Maybe it's a complete 180. What you're saying is actually the opposite of what's not happening. Maybe they put in some revisions. You never know.
Well, from what I'm about to keep saying, I really hope it's not the opposite of what I'm about to say. But we're going to lose game 5. We're going to be down 3-2 going to Toronto, sitting there like, what the hell? We kind of had this in the bag. We were up 2-1. Now we're down 3-2. Yama's throwing another complete game. Game 6. He's throwing another. I know. I don't know this off the top of my head, but I think he'll be the only player in the history of a sport that's 150 years old to throw 3 consecutive complete games in the playoffs. 2 of them happen to also be in the World Series, but forget that. Just playoffs. 3 complete games straight. He's going to throw another complete game. And then game 7, and we're going to have a hybrid Glasnow-Ohtani start. Glasnow, it was implied there, but Glasnow is getting bound. He's getting knocked out after like 3 2/3. Another rough outing. We're going to call Glasnow shit all off season. And then a year from now, he's going to be the most reliable starter on the postseason roster. But forget about next year.
Let me ask this
We're on to this season.
Does it make more sense? I know for like the time for us or whatever, but
I'm only in the 3rd inning of game 7 right now.
But I'm saying, does it make more sense for Shohei to start and Glasnow to come out of the bullpen? Because then Shohei doesn't have to go warm up in the bullpen while he's also,
actually, really good point. Really good point. You know what? Like, honestly, I'm kind of with that.
Like, I don't know how it would work for Shohei to warm up in the bullpen. Like, I don't know. I'm just thinking,
like, objectively, for him to come in relief, it's actually like really easy to do because you kind of just hope he's not hitting that half inning before.
But
And
if
then
he
he's just
is,
fine.
or he's about to be up, like, because I
But
feel
if
like
it's
you,
also like a full inning before they want him to come in, um, when he's DHing, everybody else on the field, he could be in the bullpen warming up.
yeah, but I'm saying like what happens like I guess like if you're on I guess defense, right? If you're pitching,
Yeah, yeah.
like he'll go warming up, but if like the next time you're at bat,
No,
like
no,
he's still
exactly.
going to be needing to warm up while they're hitting too. So if they go through the cycle of batters or something and he's still
Yeah,
warming
this is
up,
some
does he
shit
just
I've never
run
thought
back
about
out? Like
ever.
I
This is a
don't
really good
know.
point.
I have no idea.
I've never thought about this. I don't know. Now, I mean, I know. Oh, well, I don't know this for certain, but I think the only time Ohtani has entered a baseball game as a reliever since joining the Angels was the World Baseball Classic final, Japan versus you. I believe that's the only time he's entered a game as a reliever since he
Yes.
joined the Angels.
Well, that
So
was a closer too at
yeah,
that
yeah,
point.
closer. I don't know exactly how that worked out, but we're going to call
You
up
might
the
have to
Team
call some
Japan national
phones.
team coach who probably already has like a speed dial line in the
Yeah.
Dodgers clubhouse, just like, hey, like at any time, if we need to contact the Japanese national team, like they literally are on 24/7 standby. If the phone ever
Yeah.
rings, they will pick up every
I
time. But
mean, yeah,
that's a really good point, though.
That's
But
just something I was curious about when we went 18 innings. It was just like if Shohei goes to like warm up right now, which I
yeah,
guess they were talking about Strider doing it too.
Spencer
Or Shane
Strider?
Beamer, not
Oh,
Spencer, sorry,
B.
Shane
Oh, yeah.
Beamer.
Oh, yeah.
Beamer.
For and Yama was warming
Yeah,
up
but I
too.
was just like
Yeah,
Yama went to
sure.
sacrifice himself. He was gonna go to Valhalla.
But I'm
All
saying
right, like he,
I'm heavily inspired by Yama going to the pen
yeah.
in the 18th inning. But Glasnow's gonna get that start game 7. It's not gonna go well. Going to Shohei quick. Shohei's gonna be looking all right. And then in the 7th inning, he's walking the first and giving up a double. There's gonna be runners on second and third, no outs. And then what do we hear? Baila the Roki. Da, 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 da. Roki comes in, gets out of it, runners on second and third, gets through another 8th inning, and then naturally, who comes in to close the 9th? Yoshinobu Yamamoto on 0 days rest after throwing a complete game literally the day
Not
before.
Blake Snell.
Well, no, dude, no. If Snell in this scenario, Snell lost his 2 World Series start, you're done, son. You're done. You're on to 20. You, Snell, you're on to 2026. Yama, you are our golden child. Right
I
now,
just don't want to. I just
shit.
don't need a Max Scherzer situation all over again, like we had happen in what was it 2020?
21 when he destroyed Walker Buehler's elbow and made it explode like a pipe bomb. Yeah, that was all Mad Max. Yeah,
that is my only concern.
I'll never forgive him for the rest of it. You know, you're really right. It's just shit when it comes to World Series. Like desperate times call for desperate measures, and like the World Series at this rate, like just talking historical shit. Dodgers, if they pull this one off, like unfortunately in like 40 years, yeah, people are going to be bringing up like, oh, the juggernaut money bought Dodger. Like they're going to be referencing this team forever. And like, it's going to have a fairy tale ending. Like Walker had his big man on campus moment. I mean, I'm the king, and Yama's.
I know Kirsch technically had that, but like you want to talk about a big moment, that's the way that.
No, I said this before the post. I may have said this in like May. The only way that I will bawl my eyes out crying is if Clayton Kershaw comes in to get the save in the 9th inning of Game 7.
Well, I brought that
only
up.
Way
it was before the playoffs started, but I did bring that up.
Only way. If Yama does this, I wouldn't bawl my eyes out, but it's more so like, oh shit. Now he just had a mad bum run, and like
the reason we paid him $325.
Like the ironic thing, like I'm not comparing us to this dynasty because we aren't even remotely close. But specifically, Hank on Pardon My Take is just talking about loser mentality. Oh, you're not a player. Beat us in the playoffs. Like he's just embodied the Patriots fan specifically. They're the epitome of literally nothing in the regular season matters because they know they're just going to make it to the Super Bowl every year. And they can always just be like, dude, in the playoffs. Oh, sweep us in the regular season. Cool. Now do it in the playoffs.
That's what happened to the
And that's
Brewers.
what we're becoming.
Yeah, that's what
Which I
happened with the
love.
Brewers.
But it's like Yama could, for the rest of his, he could be mad bum regular season rest of his career. And by that, I mean like, oh, he only puts up 3.2 ERAs. He's still really elite. But it's like, it's not like he's putting up 1.9 Skeens years, 2.1 ERAs. But when it's the postseason, he just puts up a 1.2 ERA every single time. Like that's what it's looking like right now with him. And like I was saying before the postseason, of our 4 starters, Yama, I'm the most concerned for because he is the slowest velo. He's the least strikeout dominant pitcher of the 4 starters.
But
And
that might be something for longevity, though. In the same vein where you're concerned about it, that could be
well,
better.
well, the thing is though, Yamamoto, like because he isn't throwing 100 like the other starters, like I think not as much strikeouts. But I forgot to mention when his control is that on like it is right now, nobody can hit his curveball right now. Vladdy was looking stupid trying to hit that thing the other night. Like nobody can hit his curve right now. His off speed's like virtually untouchable. And he's just dotting fastballs bottom of the zone because they think it's splitter and they just take it. And we're all sitting there like, what the hell are you looking at? Was a strike the entire, they think it's splitter. So that's why they're taking fastballs bottom of the zone, just staring at it. They're like, that was a strike. Like, yeah, you dumbass. It was right there. They just don't know how to hit him. He has them all confused. It's like how our hitters looked against Kevin Gausman for the first 6 innings.
Oh, great.
I don't know how. The dude has 2 pitches. He tops out at 94. And for some reason, every Dodger hitter was
I'll be honest.
On both.
I've been thinking about this, and I've seen some of this, Grant. Honestly, outside of Freddie, Shohei, and a little bit of Will Smith, the entire rest of the Dodgers offense has done nothing. There's been nothing.
They've been awful.
It's been horrific.
Dookie Betts is back.
Andy Pages isn't playing today, at least.
Yeah,
so that's a good sign. Dropped. That's a good sign. But like Mookie hasn't done anything.
Yeah, Mookie's been
Kike's done more than Mookie has.
He's done more than Mookie, but still awful. The dude is Max just Muncy's always on an 0-2 count.
Max Muncy's like
Jack. Like, come on, Max. Let's see it. Like the
Tommy
fact
Edmonds
that
been horrific.
He's like he made some great plays on plays
after he almost lost the game, but
yeah, like we're not seeing Tommy Tanks right now. Muncy is not contributing the way that
Teo's been good though. Teo's
it's
been
so
solid.
That guy pisses me off. It's like he'll just make an error that it's like an effort error, not like a great hit. Like damn, just really tough. No. Like he didn't give enough of a shit to make the play. That's why there's an error, and like that's infuriating to me. Just like dude. You're an MLB player and you're jogging to a shallow
a couple of
ball
those
in the outfield
have very much bothered me. When there's there's also like a guy on second he's doing that. It's just like what?
Yeah, but at least like he'll go yard twice a series, which I'm fine with. But you're right. Like we're not hitting, and at the end of the day, we can complain about bullpen, complain about like is Snell gonna go deep? Like we're not winning if we don't hit. Also, the pitching shit doesn't matter if we can't hit.
Here's the other thing. Also, when you have a guy who is getting potentially intentionally walked every single at bat, which by the way,
that is 9 times.
That is horrible for the sport. You should not be just allowed 4 up, fucking walk him every single time. You either got like have a cap on intentional walks or make them actually pitch balls to intentional. Do something because intentionally walking is bad for the sport like that.
But I honestly am fine with it because like it just even really drills the point even harder. Like, holy shit, Mookie.
No, I know, but I'm saying, like,
kidding me?
I'm saying like just doing it that much. They intentionally walked him 5 times for the perspective of the sport. That is not great. That is not good.
But like, it was a Barry Bonds street. Like, not
more
not
than that. It's now the Shohei Ohtani. That's a Shohei Ohtani.
I'm just saying, though, like, not everybody gets that. A-Rod wasn't getting that on the Yankees.
I know, I know. I'm not saying that from our general standpoint. I was getting annoyed by it. At that point, I'm just like, dude, we're in the 17th inning.
I'm just trying to flip the tables. I'm just saying, one day down the line, if the next Shohei's on there, and we have to, I'd be livid every.
I get it, but I'm still saying, like maybe you can intentionally walk it 3 times in a row, and then you have to pitch it or something. You can still block him on 4 pitches.
I'm totally fine with them doing that. I don't have a problem with it. It's just like, because they are giving us. They're giving us.
Well, this is where I was getting to with that. This is where I was getting to with that. If you're the Dodgers though, and they're intentionally walking Shohei Ohtani all the time, you have a man on at the start of every inning that he bats, or at the inning that he bats at some point.
I don't think they're going to be intentionally walking him every AB.
I'm not saying every inning. I'm not saying literally every inning, but like to a point, right?
If it's the extra innings you're going
in game 3, right? It was every time he got walked 5 times. He got intentionally walked 5 times.
Well, it was after he was putting up arguably the greatest performance in the
I know, but still the general point, especially with John Schneider, right? He's saying that they're going to walk him more, right? So it's not going to be the last time we see him intentionally walk. But when you're in a position,
you should be if they want to win.
I know, but if you're in a position where when you're getting a Freeman on, like your bat should be putting up points to that. And I don't think that Shohei Ohtani's gotten driven in 1 time when he's been intentionally walked or walked on the base.
Yeah, we're not hitting them in.
Like, and so then it doesn't matter. Like, fuck yeah, I'm going to walk him every time because the guy's after you can't do anything.
Exactly.
And like, that's why Will Smith's batting 2 tonight.
Well, yeah, but it's like, dude, Dookie, if you're can we put like what, like just one like ball, one line drive? Can we stop with the
I'm pretty sure I saw a post earlier today that was just it's like Shohei Ohtani's on the other side of it this time with the 18 inning like win-loss because he's on the Red Sox in 2018 and now he's on the Dodgers this year.
Who? Mookie?
Mookie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Mookie. And I saw it was like, yeah, so Mookie's a collective 2 for 36 in the at-bats in these games.
Yeah, I mean, it's just he's so bad that it's like it's infuriating. It's really disappointing.
The offense is going to need a wake up. It can't just be Freddie, Shohei, Will Smith, and maybe Teo. Like it can't be. It can't be that.
The boys all got to be hitting, and it's like I don't expect Call to do shit tonight if he goes.
I also don't expect Will Klein to go another 4 innings to save you with the scoreless.
I mean, he's never pitching for the rest of the series, but
he's not going to do that.
Yeah, he's just we're not. You're. There's a chance he doesn't even pitch an MLB inning for the rest of his life.
But I do trust him more than I trust Blake Trinan right now.
Yeah, no, Trinan's lost all of his stuff, and that's what made him disgusting when he was throwing stuff that would have him hung during the Salem witch trial period. He doesn't have that witchcraft anymore. If he was pitching during the Salem witch trials, he might get sent down at this rate. Like that's how bad he is. So yeah, no, the pen's absolutely washed though. Absolutely done. Not much hope there, but it's just this. It sounds weird, but it's like Yama's. I'm just penciling that in as a dub. So it's like tonight's not a must win for us.
Hope that's the case,
but it's if I also think that would be very baseball. That
I mean, I will just say after
that
game
baseball.
3, I wouldn't be surprised if Manfred has an extender of his own and makes it go 7. Either way.
I don't know how they'll be able to implement that in the game exactly, but
the umps have been horrific the entire series. Either way, it's really not that hard for them to just call.
They've been like
I mean, for a World Series, questionable.
It was way worse before. I just like that it's tight. I'm a fan of the tight zones. I'm cool with it. I'd rather it be a tight zone than everything's a strike. I trust our pitchers more.
The zone has moved a couple times during games, but
Yeah, it's
Um,
no, yeah. I mean, I'm not sitting here saying it's perfect. It's not.
I just think it could have been better. I
But
just
the
think it could be
key
better.
to the rest of the series is just it's going to be hitting. At the end, it's going to be hitting, and it's going to be
I mean,
sustained scoring throughout.
you have said it since day one of the playoffs,
I
Grant.
think I've been
How do you win
saying
the
this since
playoffs? How do you win the
2021.
World Series? But how do you win the World Series? How do you win the playoffs?
It's very simple. You hit more home runs than the other team. It's a very simple formula. The team that hits more home runs will win. Wow. And also included in that fact is limiting the other team from hitting home runs. So that's where the pitching
I
comes
did
into
also
play,
see
guys.
Shohei's stats home in the playoffs versus away, and we can just say, Grant, he's not hitting home runs with the away team. It's
not hitting it on the road.
He's not hitting on the road well at all.
Yeah, yeah, and
I think he's got a batting average,
he's
like a
weird.
198 batting average away right now on the road. So, and he's got like one home run.
Well, he's just had such massive boomer bust games that it's like, if you look at his overall stats right now for this playoff run, he has like a 1500 OPS. But it's like,
Okay.
it's really like once a series, he literally has an 8 million OPS. And then every other game in the series, he's a 150 hitter. Like that's really what it is. It's just that
Hey,
once a series,
yeah.
he literally wins you a game per series, which is
Yeah.
pretty, I'm not complaining about
I'm gonna be
that.
honest. He's
I'm
gonna
not
have to win two
complaining
this
about that
series.
one,
He's gonna
Everett.
have to win two this series for the Dodgers.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna have to win two.
Yeah, but it's like we're not seeing the stars step up. It's kind of all the complaints
Also,
we've
though, for
had over the years are
everybody's
popping
saying
up.
like money ball, not saying the Oakland money ball, but Dodgers money ball, just spending money. Um, you're seeing the Blue Jays. Not saying the Blue Jays don't spend money, but you're seeing the Blue Jays give it to the Dodgers right now, and they're making it. I mean, they're up in the series right now. Like money doesn't buy everything, so
Yeah.
it does not buy wins when it
It's
really
just
matters.
at the end of the day, what I think a lot of people are like angry the most about is like at the end of the day of all the American sports, baseball is the most random in terms of which team will advance in a given playoff series. In the NBA, in a 7-game playoff series, the better team should advance. And in my opinion, if a team is ever bounced in the NBA playoffs, you literally have zero excuses. I don't care. There you have zero. If you lose in an NBA series, best of 7, they are a better team than you. It's done. There's nothing else you could say. In other sports, though, I don't necessarily agree all the time. Like for the MLB, like I just don't agree, especially because the early rounds are now 3 and 5 game. Like now it's already baseball on a game by game basis is the most random sport or the most fair sport. If you win 100 games in a season, you have like a 61% win rate. So the best teams, 100-win seasons, you still lose 40% of the time. No other sport is it like that. No other sport do you have a historical season and you only won 60% of the games.
No, it's crazy.
But it is just really evenly spread out. It's baked into the game. Like the game's in favor of the defense. You would get a statue built of you outside the stadium if you did your job 35% of the time as a hitter. You'd have a statue built out. You like might have a whole state named after you.
I mean, that's also why we have said today that baseball is the hardest sport to play.
Yeah,
the hardest sport to play.
It's
you
the
are
hardest
considered
to
elite
consistently win and field winning team. It's the hardest sport to do it in.
You are considered elite if you're hitting the ball 30% of the time.
You're considered God, actually. You get like $500 million if you hit the ball 30% of the time.
Like, what other sport? Like,
what other sport could you have a 30% accuracy and like be the highest paid athlete on earth?
Like,
if a quarterback,
the NBA, your 3-point percentage, like I don't know.
You ain't getting shit. You gotta be shooting like 44 from 3 now in the NBA. But it's like in NFL, like literally the only thing I could think of is like if you're playing D end, if you could get a sack 35% of the plays, all right, that's pretty good. That's pretty good shit. That's like the only thing I can really think of though, where you have that low of a hit rate and
Or a
considered
pick 35% of plays. It'd
you would
have to be
be
a turnover.
God. You
Yeah,
if
it'd
you
have to
get
be a
an
turnover.
interception 35% of plays, you're a god. Like you're actually
Yeah.
a god. That's
That
like
that would
7 picks
be
a game. You're a
that
god.
that's where you set the market. That's
All
that's
right, so
that's
now
how
we
you
know
get above Shohei Ohtani.
that's how you get me to shut up. All right. Travis Hunter, if you average 7 interceptions a game, I'll say you're better
Is
than
that
Shohei.
Is that the Shohei Ohtani line? As he needs to get?
I was just thinking 2 ways, so I have my mind with
I
Travis
think
Hunter.
if for Travis Hunter, I think Travis Hunter would have to average like
7 interceptions a game on defense.
well, I'm saying offensive defense to be Shohei Ohtani, he'd have to average 10 wide like receiving touchdowns, 1,000 yard season every year, and then like six.
I think I have it actually.
9
he
interceptions.
Would have to average 18 catches a game, and at least 25% of the catches are interception catches. We're expanding the definition of catch here.
Goodness.
Not just offensive catches, but that's going to do the MLB World Series talk. By the time we speak next episode, World Series will be ready. So
yeah, just hey, praise again though. 18 game, like we didn't talk about the 18 inning game enough.
Okay, here, this is what I want to say. So many people from like work and stuff, people that like not necessarily baseball fans, tell me they watched the whole game. I was stunned when people who like aren't really big sports fans were saying they watched the whole thing. Everett, personally, my brother and I think it was in the like 13th inning. We were like, I'm done with this bullshit. Like, no, like just end it. I was done with it in the 13th. Then the game went on another hour 45.
I mean, I watched all 18 innings. It was 2 a.m. here when I finished it. But by the 13th inning, I mean, you, me, and second unnamed intern were all just being like
I'll be honest,
please,
though,
my suffering.
Twitter was so fun that night.
No, it was.
Everybody was just live tweet. Doesn't matter what sport they cover. Like everybody. Sports person I follow, we're all talking about the Dodgers.
My favorite thing though is like it would be the SpongeBob memes too, where it was like day 36.
Yes.
Day 36. Or it's Mr. Krabs and SpongeBob sitting around the campfire, and it's just like me telling my kids the story of Will Klein in Game 3 of the 2025 World Series.
Yeah, we already went through this once in our life. I remember that Red Sox World Series 18 inning. I remember I left it was on a weekend, Friday or Saturday. I remember that night in the 8th inning, I left to go hang out, see some maybe a recurring guest on this podcast, but go see some of my boys. And then by the time I got back, it was the 17th. And I watched the Max Muncy walk-off. I left and came back, and the game was still on.
That sounds like what our Mardi Gras was like when we were watching them try
quite literally
basketball shots. Or was it
the free throw challenge? The free throw challenge.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Like I just think though, in those late night delirious hours, there's just something about Twitter in a situation like
you're
that,
all collectively like Blue Jays and Dodgers fans. Of course, you want to win the game either way, but both sides just like please.
No, yeah,
just end it.
It's because it's the third party neutral non-Dodger Blue Jays fans who are giving me all the It's like, the Dodgers aren't the most popular topic on like a sports center. Like Stephen A. Smith's First Take, he's probably not talking about the Dodgers before what LeBron James said or what happened in the NFL. But
the Hennessy ad definitely is getting priority.
Now that we're in the World Series and it's become a popular storyline, the Dodgers are ruining baseball. Like, I love this when we have these non-baseball people, just larger sports personalities now talk about it. I love it because they just expose themselves every single time. It's just so clear they didn't watch an ounce, and I don't blame them at all. But I just love how confident and assertive they are in their takes. And it's just like, wow, who would have thought? Yeah, Shohei Ohtani hitting a lot of home runs will probably result in the Dodgers winning. Wow. I had no clue. Ridiculous shit. But
Yeah.
that's gonna be the World Series breakdown.
Yeah. I mean,
Next time we'll
hopefully,
talk about it. Actually, next episode we'll give you guys our MLB 2025 season preview. I know we haven't done that yet. We will preview the entire. No, the 2025. See, we will preview the entire 2025 season next episode. Give you like division winners
or MLB.
MLB. We will do our MLB 2020. I mean, to make sure the predictions are right, let's see what happens in the World Series, and then we'll give you the season-long predictions. We should hit everything. We should be dead right on everything.
I've had a tendency in the past to still miss a couple things, so
I think just out of trolls, I think I might like still have like Padres like advancing a couple rounds in the playoffs, just to like really rub it in. Because oh, geez,
yeah, the Yankees are gonna make it to at least the divisional series. Right?
Certainly, they have to.
Yeah, so will the Giants. But okay, all right, into the NFL, Grant. And we can wrap up with college football, a little flip-flop on the normal schedule here. So last week, I went 7-6. I don't know how you did.
9-4.
Yeah, so the lead grows bigger for you. Just a tough week for me. Just a tough week. Watching Carson Wentz's possible last start in person, career start in person, not an ideal situation. And then I started feeling like I was getting hot, and then I didn't. And I gave myself a 0 for the Ravens with an asterisk. I technically, at the end of that last episode, said that I was just going to take the Ravens, but no, I'm going to stick to what I originally said, and I'm giving myself a 0 for that. So, yeah, we're sitting at 60% right now, Grant. You're probably at what, 67? 66?
I'm at 66.9%.
So I was
right 81 and 40 overall, which I will take right now. But I'm not.
Yeah, so pleased. You currently have a 7-game lead on me, which it's close to it's about insurmountable. But I might just have to start following your picks. I'm fading every single pick at this point. Okay, Grant, this is this week's game slate. Tomorrow night, Thursday night, Ravens at Dolphins. Sunday, noon slate. We have Bears at Bengals, Vikings at Lions, Panthers at Packers, Chargers at Titans, Falcons at Patriots, 49ers at Giants, Colts at Steelers, and Broncos at Texans. Mid-afternoon slate, we have Jaguars at Raiders, Saints at Rams, Chiefs at Bills, and then Sunday night, we have Seahawks at Commanders. Monday night, we have the Cardinals taking on the Dallas Cowboys. So,
also pretty good slate.
Good slate
than last week. Last week was the worst NFL. There was one single digit game last week.
Yeah. One the 30. Yeah.
And it was the Jets game, so nobody cares.
Grant, I didn't have this down until right before we started the episode. So I've done no research. I don't know the lines. I don't know nothing. You read the games to me. I put them in. This is fully off of internal
off the
cuff, just feeling. Okay.
A lot of vibes will be guiding your
really
picks.
Vibes.
A lot of vibes this week. Which
okay, Grant.
This could be a turning point in your picking season.
Either direction. Yeah. Either direction.
Good or bad. Right, I didn't specify which one. I just said turn in the season.
Turning point. Unfortunately. But
there will be a peak or valley in the graph. Yeah. Okay.
It will be a rose or thorn. We don't know which one it's going to be yet.
We'll see.
Okay.
Are you going to grow out of the concrete, Everett? That's fine.
Didn't know that was a terminology. But all right, Grant, here are my picks. Ravens, Bears, Joe Flacco probably won't play. Vikings, Packers, Chargers, Patriots, Giants, Colts, Broncos, Jaguars, Rams, Bills, Seahawks, Cowboys.
All right, we got a couple of differences. I'm horrified for one of these picks. I already know it's losing. I'm not changing it, but I already know it's losing. But okay, I'll just say my whole thing. Ravens, Bears, Lions, Packers, Chargers, Patriots, Niners, Colts, Texans, That's losing. That's so. I'm taking the Texans. That
is kind of a what the fuck game of the week,
losing.
though. That is a what the fuck game.
Jags, Rams, Chiefs, drama, Seahawks, and Cowboys.
So we have Vikings.
Seahawks, I'm also terrified over. Were you on Seahawks?
I'm scared of that.
I'm horrified for that.
We're both on Bacan Nation, but Vikings, Giants, Broncos, and Chiefs. So we have four.
I kind of like the Giants pick because that line is Niners -2.5. In my opinion, Vegas is quite literally on all fours begging you to take Niners 2.5. They could not be begging you harder.
I'm just like that. This is for Scatabo. This is for Scatabo.
Really good point. Really good point.
This is for Scatabo.
Really good point. Actually,
big game. But Grant, let me read you something real quick. I want to start with the Vikings game. Do
you have
just because there's relevant information for that. So JJ McCarthy was starting first, right? He's starting for this first game in about 7 weeks. First really healthy game in 7 weeks. It's back in Michigan. Obviously, went to Michigan. Tom Brady's on the call. All right, we got all that comparison. Andrew Van Ginkel should be back. Darisaw should be back. So the Vikings are getting healthy. It's the first time that they're going to have the original starters on the field together in Aaron Jones, Jordan Mason, JJ McCarthy, Jordan Addison, Justin Jefferson. Basically a healthy O-line, I think, minus Ryan Kelly, who's the center. So it should be a almost full strength offense, which they haven't had all season.
We'll take that.
That's big. Defensively, they've missed Van Ginkel really badly. He's finally coming back. So defensively, they should be pretty healthy now too, as well. But Grant, this is the most interesting thing. And talking about spreads, you're going to be interested in
this. This is
the Vikings.
Okay, yeah. Say it. I've got some notable to add.
The Vikings have only been underdogs of 4 or more points 4 times under Kevin O'Connell. They have won 3 of those games outright. And have covered or pushed and have covered in all of them. Yeah. They pushed one game, but they've at least covered in all of them, covered or pushed all of them.
No, that counts, yeah.
So
okay.
And by the way, this game I think is like 8.5, I think. But the biggest spread that
9.5 on I believe.
Let's just see real quick. ESPN has it at 9.5. So it will be the highest spread that they've ever had. But Grant, the second highest now at this point was San Francisco in 2023. They were +7. They won that game 22-17. Next was versus Buffalo in 2022, Grant. The game. I know. So on the ESPN app, real quick. Yeah, I need to see it. It's too bright. I'm going to find a way to make this legible because I need to make this point across because this is truly astonishing to me. Okay. On the ESPN app, kind of see it. So
it'll show you game spreads. If you click this little arrow right next to one of the scores, I'm going to do it real quick and then show you. It shows you pre-made parlays in your face.
In the normal ESPN app?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. That's wild, especially with everything going on right now.
Nuts. That is crazy.
But Grant, back to my point.
That's how you lose money. Sorry, go on.
Back to my point.
That was ridiculous. I'm sorry.
2023 Vikings, there's the highest spread before this. It was +7 versus San Francisco. They won 22-17. 2022, the Justin Jefferson catch, last second overtime, whatever that one was, right? 6.5. They beat Buffalo 33-30. 2023 versus Philly +6, lost 28-34, but pushed. And then in 2024, San Francisco +4.5. They won 23-17. So
are you telling me I should sprink this money line? Or out of respect, because I got a lot of stank on betting right now. Stay away. Out of respect for you, stay away.
I mean, personally, I would appreciate it if you just didn't bet it at all. But for you, the best bet is to sprinkle it.
Half unit spread and sprink, or just sprink money line.
Just sprink money line. Or no, well, I
like
would
that.
say Sprink money line, but I would say at least the spread will probably cover based on the way that the history looks. I will just say though, the fact it's 9.5 points is insanely disrespectful. Like that's almost it could be double digits by the time that the game starts. Right? And
it opened at 8.5 and it's now at 9.5. So I also checked the money. The public is heavily online spread, which is an indicator that Vegas is currently betting on the Vikings to cover 9.5.
I will hammer that 9.5 all day.
All right.
But just incredibly disrespectful. And if I'm the Vikings locker room, which by the way, apparently has had some weird vibes going on since last spring.
The Vikings hopefully or Lions?
The Vikings. Okay. Hopefully that's not true. Hopefully that's not true.
Have you guys removed the ping pong table out of the locker room?
I don't know.
I think the Chargers should consider doing that.
I haven't gotten that report yet.
You saw the Ravens last week after they removed the ping pong table. It's like, oh, they are a football.
They want that back. They want it back.
It's like, oh wow, that's all it takes. We just take out the ping pong table and they start playing defense.
I just know that normally the Kevin O'Connell regime has been very happy, sunshine and rainbows vibes, even when it's going bad. The reports that I've heard from the people that are reporting on the Vikings, that are around the Vikings, that I've read through Vikings Twitter, are basically just saying that it's just been a weird vibe since last spring, and I don't know why that would be the case. Hopefully that's not the case anymore.
By last spring, do they mean 2024 spring or this
2025 spring, this year? Okay. But I mean, this is a momentum swinging win for the Vikings. They can pull this off. With JJ McCarthy coming back, that is a season turnaround win. So
I got a this isn't breaking news because nothing's announced off this, but we're gonna do a little Waterboy Insight, Waterboy Analytics live. Okay. You guys are gonna see the computers live in person working in front of your eyes. Breece Hall just tweeted this out. Everett, what is the Waterboy? Breece Hall, the running back, just tweeted this out. What is our analysis of this man?
I just want to clarify that's not Christian Wilkins, right? It kind of looks like Christian Wilkins. I just need to clarify.
It is not Christian Wilkins. Well,
okay.
I'm pretty sure it's not Christian.
It looks very similar to Christian Wilkins.
Disregard the Dodgers noties at the top. Forget that. But does this mean he's a Chief? Because that's how I
think it means that there are conversations ongoing that he is.
I don't think Breece tweets that unless it's to a team that he's like, oh shit, I actually might go do something this year.
It also
if he's
could
getting
just
traded to the Chargers. He's not tweeting that.
It also could just be a contract play too. Like a lot of the time you're at the deadline, you're like, hey, like I'm hearing things, like we're gonna have fun. Like the fans always get up and you get interested, right? Like. That's one of those things where if I'm Breece Hall's just like, I'm going to sit back, I'm going to watch the show. I'm either going to be on the Jets or I'm about to be somewhere. Like, let me just chill back with my popcorn.
And they're also on bye. So, like, he's really not doing shit today. So, like, him
that could also be for the World Series. You never know.
It could be, he could be referring to a dinner reservation that he just booked.
It could be an NBA game. Or maybe he's a huge hockey fan. Like, I don't know. It could be.
He just saw his son's Halloween costume and he's like, oh my God, my boy's going to be stunned. Like, it could be anything.
Maybe he just rewatched like a movie or something.
Maybe he just hit a really big bet. Well, probably wouldn't be tweeting about that.
All right. Don't get the FBI on.
Yeah. God, we're on a watch list now.
Don't.
You can't say bet and NFL in the same sentence. Did it again.
Well, but you can't say bet and the MLB in the same sentence thanks to Mookie. So they have a pass.
It's true.
And Shohei, but
is Mookie working for the mafia and he's just under?
That's the whole time. You know how you've seen the commercials for the NFL. It's just like the NFL is like it's all for food. They're just advertising food. You've seen those. Let me. But
if there was
those commercials
where you could hit your unders and not get investigated for.
You're telling me that's what Mookie's doing right now?
I'm just saying if there was any sport where you could fly under the radar on your unders because more often than not, you're going to go over, it'd be baseball.
Yeah. Yeah. No, true. You probably make money on unders if you bet a whole season.
I think you make a
Well, depending on the odds on a base hit,
I
they're
think.
probably bad odds. But
At least the start of the year, Mookie was always negative odds to hit the over half 0.5 hits.
maybe he had to pay off Ipe's dealer. But I was gonna say though, like the way the NFL has their ads for Uber Eats for like, oh, where NFL is trying to advertise food, maybe the MLB is trying to advertise betting. And I mean, Mookie Betts is in the World Series. Ipe was gambling at the start of the year last year.
We got to consider all outside factors that are contributing to the scandal.
All right, back to the NFL, Grant. Back to the NFL. That was my little tidbit on the Vikings. Big game for them. Also, by the way, I think it was on the NFL Network. Every single person picked the Lions to win.
Oh yeah, so, yeah. No, never a good sign.
Never a good sign. Other games, I think honestly, I mean, obviously Chiefs, Bills, Texans, huge game. That's a what the fuck game of the week that I wanted to talk
just about. How both teams are looking right now. It's like 2 weeks ago, Broncos had to score 33 points in the fourth quarter to beat the Giants. On the flip side, the Texans, they win last week, but before that win, they were looking anemic on offense. It was awful over there. So it's two teams that are kind of like picking up a little bit of steam right now, and whoever wins this might just be catapulting themselves into a really good stretch here. This also shouldn't have
Not
anything
to mention
to do with
big
it.
for the AFC West for the Broncos if they can win.
This should have anything to do with it. But I'm just thinking of both of those divisions, how they play out. Right now, I feel pretty damn confident the Chiefs are winning the AFC West. But when it comes to the AFC South, the Colts, they're looking pretty wagony right now. I don't know how sustainable that is.
Let me put it this way, Grant. The Broncos are currently 6-2. The Chiefs are 5-3. Obviously, the Chiefs have picked up steam. Rasheed Rice is back.
Oh yeah, it's not going to be hard for the Chiefs.
This is a big game to keep that pace for the Broncos.
Oh yeah. From that, yes, very fair. But also at the same time, Chiefs are only one game back. I mean, this isn't a comeback for them to win the AFC. They should be favored on sports books right now. The Chiefs should be the favorite. If they aren't, that'd be surprising to me.
I mean, they no matter what, they always will be. They could be 1-4 and they'll still be favored.
AFC South, though, we're talking about the Colts and the AFC South. I want Indiana Jones to keep rolling. I don't know if it's going to be rolling the whole year. I don't know. I do feel pretty confident that the Texans are going to start picking it up. I think Texans, they haven't have they played the Jags yet this year?
I don't believe so.
I don't think. Like they have all their divisional games like at the end of the year. Texans. I like
they might.
I don't think it's that nuts for them to win the AFC South. I don't think it's that crazy right now.
It's not, but it's honestly like the Jaguars have fallen off a little bit since the start. They're 4-3 now. The Texans are 3-4. Problem is the Colts, Grant.
I know. Wagony. No, I know. As of today, right now, Wagony. They're literally the Colts twice at the end of the 28 points in the first half all year.
They've got the Jags out of the way. The Texans lost to the Jags once. They lost 17-10. The rest of the games they play the Jaguars, Titans, and within the next 3 weeks, and then 5 weeks from now they play the Colts, and then they end the season in versus the Colts at home. So. I think it's more so like I would expect them more to make a run for the playoffs than to win the AFC South right now. The Colts really have not slowed down, and it's been so long now. I've said before, I'm just like, there's a point in which you would expect if they were to cool off or Daniel Jones were to cool off and show colors, like
around now,
it would have been before now. It's the same thing kind of with Sam Darnold last year. To be fair, in that circumstance, the last 2 weeks of the season in the playoffs were horrendous. So it is possible at a certain point you're going to have some mistakes, but
Colts when they get let's say they go 14-3, which shit at this point I probably think that's more likely than not that they go 14-3. They may like get by. Well, they may have a buy, and if it's a buy,
but also like
more.
here's the other thing. So there's Daniel Jones is
destroyed in that playoff.
Daniel Jones is doing really well right now, but also like they have arguably the best running back in the NFL right now.
They do.
And their offensive line is by far the best offensive line in the NFL right
now. No, it's wagon.
Like it is not pressured on Daniel Jones to really do that much, but he's still doing elite things right now.
He's doing what he has to do to keep that offense moving.
Michael Pittman's currently one of the best wide receivers in the NFL because of what Daniel Jones is doing.
Warren's showing himself to be a good threat in the pass game. I think like Downs is still like banged up back and forth. But I mean,
he's been a little in and
Taylor
out,
back
Alex
there.
Pierce just looked okay. Like he's been good. Like
they're wagoning. I just think though I
don't see a world where the Texans beat them out for the AFC South right now.
Yeah, no, like it'll be a long shot. I'm just like let's just say this. Like if the Texans win that division, I know they're winning the first playoff game. The Colts though, they're getting bounced. Like
to win that first playoff game, they will have to come down the stretch hot. Like to win the division, they'll have to come down the stretch hot. And if you go in the playoffs coming down the stretch hot anyways, you're more likely going to win that first playoff game for sure.
Of course. Forget about how they're like just the CJ Stroud can go win a playoff game in that defense.
Daniel Jones,
they've shown it. Well,
did I remind you, Ed Donatel?
Your words, not mine. Ed Donatel won them that game. Your words, not mine. It wasn't Danny Dimes who did it.
He did,
it?
but
wait. What did Danny Dimes?
It was
his
Ed Donatel
team to victory. Like
it was Ed Donatel more than either of those two, but I will say.
So Danny Dimes didn't inspire the Giants defense to commit those turnovers like Brady did. You're telling me he did?
I'm not aware of
his defense to victory. Didn't inspire them through leadership.
I will say though that last playoff game from Daniel Jones, Grant. Obviously, Daniel Jones is a quarterback. One of the top running backs in the NFL was on his team, instilling the run game and running the run game, and then passing secondary, which is very similar to how their offense is working. So that I think is just a titillating point in the comparisons that way. But no, Broncos Texans is going to be a really interesting game. It's going to be interesting to see how the secondaries kind of match up because Pat Surtain might also be out. He might be going on to IR here from something that I've read. So, or at least he's hurt. But we'll see. The run game is honestly the question on both sides. And that's going to be really the biggest, I think, determining factor is who can have a run because neither team really has one right.
Yeah, I'm also just thinking about this game. Both teams are very heavily powered by the defense. Both of them have elite defenses. The offenses are extremely hit or miss on both sides. And I'm just thinking, looking at it, it's like, oh, elite defense, suspect offenses, easy under, no, over. There's going to be points. Let there be points. That's what the football gods are going to say. Let there be points.
Just last game to talk about. Chiefs Bills, man.
Oh yeah, this is game of the week.
You Chiefs, I have Bills. Game of the week, always the game of the week. I think I've taken the Bills like every time the past 2 years when we've had this matchup.
I want to do it too. I want to.
I know. It's the boogeyman. It's the boogeyman.
No, it's not the boogeyman. I get it. No. It's dude. The Chiefs are so good right now.
I mean, Rashee Rice coming back definitely helps. Pacheco though. Pacheco, I think, has a PCL sprain right now.
Well, good, because now the quick yardage, there's no run and pass game in Kansas City. It's the longer yardage plays and then the short yardage plays. And so they've replaced the run game with Rashee Rice screens. So Rashee Rice spawns in every week with 6 catches because those are his screens. So he spawns in every fantasy game with 6 catches. And then we go from there. Then we see what else he does. Rashee Rice also had 2 carries last week. So 8 touches at the line of scrimmage. He's now the running back. Rashee Rice is the running back for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Also, I mean, like Ed Oliver is out right now. I think he tore his pectoral. So that's a major hit to the Bills defense. Secondary wise, Bills are
Bills
still
secondaries.
looking little tough. And Rashid Rice coming back doesn't really help with that. But just pure vibes. Patrick Mahomes is having an elite season. And if you were to just go off of, I'm looking at the sheets right now, Grant. I'm looking at the rosters. I'm looking at the depth charts. I'm looking at the stats on paper. I'm taking the Chiefs no matter what. But in my heart of hearts, in the vibes of vibes, Grant, I'm going with the Buffalo Bills.
No, I like
home
this.
in Buffalo. Let's go
Heart. Go heart here overhead. I like it because that's how we're gonna take down this dynasty. It's through will. All right.
Friendship.
Nuts.
The power of friendship, one game at a time.
How firm thy friendship. That's how we'll end that dynasty. Damn it. Okay.
And the refs finally favoring a team other than the Chiefs.
Can we get the Eagles refs to like? How can we get the tush push refs to like have a strong vendetta against the Chiefs? Like how can we create that? What would Patrick Mahomes?
The Chiefs would have to come up with a new
Jackson
play.
Mahomes will have to make fun of a ref on TikTok, and then they'll finally flip. I think like that's the only thing that could happen, though.
The Chiefs are going to have to make a new play where the running back takes the snap, laterals it to Patrick Mahomes, who then does a no-look pass touchdown, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, well, let's do that. We'll ref that play now." That's the baby of the NFL. It's a play that has to be
water boy assignment of the weekend for us. We are going to devise a way to brainwash the NFL refs into having a deep hatred for the Kansas City Chiefs. We'll figure it out. It'll be the anti-Chiefs manifesto. Okay. That's the soft name. We're not hard committing to a name yet. Rough draft title.
All I'm saying, when the Eagles came up with the tush push, was kind of around when the Chiefs started doing their fun shit where they're doing the merry-go spin around, like let's spin around in a circle and then dissociate into the. When the Chiefs stopped doing that, the Eagles started doing the tush push.
I hate to.
There needs to be a new thing that the NFL can kind of monetize or push and be like, this is our thing right now. This is the play right now.
Yeah. Okay. Very, very fair.
Yeah. It was the Philly special like 8 years ago, right? 7 years ago.
They were running on that for a minute.
Right. So
for a second, they had to come up with a random play called Wasp to be the cool. Well, we all know how it all started. What's the one football play everybody knows our age growing up?
Talking about banana.
Thank you. Spider 2Y banana. Every single kid our age knows that play. That's the one.
They still use
play
it.
That
they still use it. The Vikings ran it last week.
Knows. It's like probably installed in 75.
It's in every play.
We all know the play.
We
all know the play.
Yeah, you do need a fullback to run that, though. You need a fullback to run that.
Well, if you're the Chargers, you just line up a nose guard there, Scott Matlock, and you just continue watching him miss block after block. But he's a football guy. Football. He likes football. So he's gonna be a fullback.
Nothing to really talk about in college football this week. Kind of a dead week for college football. Big game though for the Tulane Green Wave tomorrow night, or I guess tonight when you guys are listening to this.
Is it Memphis week?
UTSA though. UTSA is 23 and
0
at home. Yes, it's in 2 weeks. But UTSA is 23 and 0 at home in conference games currently since 2022 or 21. So
is that the road runner? What are they?
Road runners. So big game for American conference positions. And
you'll have to ask the Tulane boys to give you a churro review of the San Antonio churros.
Is that a thing? Yeah.
Wrap right here. Okay. Don't expose yourself further. Wrap it.
Okay. All right. With that, thank you guys so much for watching, listening. Rate us 5 stars. Find us on Spotify, YouTube, Twitter, and on Instagram at Waterboy. Plotting for me and Grant at Twitter at Ever6 now Waterboy Grant. We post new episodes every week, like I said, and we also post exclusive content on Instagram and on TikTok as well. So make sure you check us out there. So miss anything else. And with that, we'll see you guys in the next episode. Waterboy's out.